Hello everyone, welcome to ChemTop. Today I am starting chapter 8 of class 12th, that is D and F block. This is part 4th, in which we will study about the lanthanide contraction and its consequences and general properties of lanthanoids and actinoids and their differences. So topics covered in this part are definition and electronic configuration of lanthanoids and actinoids, physical and chemical properties of lanthanoids and actinoids, lanthanoid contraction and its consequences, and comparison between lanthanoids and actinoids. So let us start our chapter with the definition of F block elements or lanthanoids and actinoids. So the elements in which last electron enters into anti-penultimate shell, that is N-2 F subshell, are called F block elements. They are also called inner transition elements or rare earth elements. They are placed at the bottom of the periodic table in two rows. The first row is lanthanoid series and the second row is actinoid series. In lanthanoid, the electron enters into the 4F subshell, and in actinoids the electron enters into the 5F subshell. So it is called first inner transition series. This is called second inner transition series. Now lanthanoid starts after lanthanum, that is after 57 atomic number, and actinoid starts after actinium, that is 89 atomic number. There are total 14 elements in lanthanoid, from cerium 58 to lutetium 71. In actinoids again 14 elements are present, from thorium 90 to lawrencium 103. All the lanthanoids belongs to third group of the periodic table and sixth period, while actinoids belongs to third group but seventh period. Now electronic configuration of lanthanoids. General electronic configuration is, first you write the configuration for xenon, that is having atomic number 54. After that the configuration is 4F 1 to 14, 5D 0 to 1 and 6S2. This is the general electronic configuration. Now elements are, the series starts after lanthanum, that is why lanthanum is also added here, but actually it is not the member of the series. Series starts from cerium having atomic number 58 and its configuration is 4F2 6S2, and in plus 3 oxidation state its configuration is 4F1. In plus 3 oxidation state lanthanum has 4F0 configuration, remember this thing. Now the next member is praseodymium. Now its atomic number is 59, configuration is 4F3 6S2, plus 3 configuration is 4F2. Now next is neodymium, Nd is the symbol, atomic number is 60, configuration is 4F4 6S2 and plus 3 configuration is 4F3. Now the next is promethium. Promethium having atomic number 61, configuration 4F5 6S2 and plus 3 ion configuration is 4F4. Now the next is samarium. Sm is the symbol, 62 is the atomic number, configuration is 4F6 6S2 and plus 3 ion configuration is 4F5. Now europium, symbol Eu and atomic number 63, configuration 4F7 6S2 plus 3 configuration 4F6. Now the next is gadolinium, symbol is Gd, atomic number is 64, configuration is 4F7 5D1 6S2 and plus 3 configuration is 4F7. Terbium. Terbium having symbol Tb, atomic number 65, configuration 4F9 6S2 and the plus 3 ion configuration is 4F8. Next is dysprosium. Dy is the symbols, atomic number is 66, configuration 4F10 6S2 and plus 3 ion configuration is 4F9. Similarly the next element is holmium, Ho is the symbol, atomic number 67, configuration 4F11 6S2 and the plus 3 configuration is 4F10. Next is erbium, Er is the symbol, 68 is the atomic number, configuration is 4F12 6S2 plus 3 ion configuration is 4F11. Next is thulium, Tm is the symbol, 69 is the atomic number, configuration is 4F13 6S2 and the plus 3 ion configuration is 4F12. Next is yttrium, Yb is the symbol, 70 is the atomic number, configuration is 4F14 6S2 plus 3 ion configuration is 4F13. Next is lutetium, symbol is Lu, atomic number is 71, configuration is 4F14 5D1 6S2 and plus 3 ion configuration is 4F14. Now children, you need not to learn all the elements, the symbols, but you should know that the series starts after lanthanum and general electronic configuration. And the first member and the last member, first member is cerium, its atomic number is 58, last member is lutetium, its atomic number is 71. Now next I am taking oxidation states. You can see in the table all the elements show +3 oxidation state. Hence the group oxidation state of this series is +3. Along with +3, they also show the oxidation state of +2 and +4 also by losing 2 or 4 electrons to acquire a stable configuration of F0, F7 or F14, that is empty, half-filled or full-filled configuration. For example, EU +2 having 4F7 configuration, YB +2 4F14 configuration, cerium +4 4F0 configuration, TB +4 4F7 configuration. Now each of the above elements tend to revert back to its normal oxidation state, that is +3, by losing or gaining electron. For example, EU +2 and YB +2, they come to their most stable oxidation state, that is EU +3 and YB +3, by losing electron. So the process is oxidation, hence EU +2 and YB +2 acts as good reducing agent. Similarly, cerium +4 and TB +4, they return back to +3 oxidation state by gaining electron. Because the process is reduction, hence Ce +4 and Tb +4 are good oxidizing agent. Now the next is very important topic is lanthanoid contraction. This topic is very important. Now first of all, you should know what is lanthanoid contraction. Secondly, you should know what is the reason for lanthanoid contraction. And third, you should know what are the consequences of the lanthanoid contraction. So first I am taking what is lanthanoid contraction. So definition is the progressive decrease in the atomic and ionic radii of lanthanum +3 ion. Ln +3 means it is the general symbol for all the lanthanoids, termed as lanthanoid contraction. I am repeating again, the progressive decrease in the atomic and ionic radii of lanthanoid +3 ions is called lanthanoid contraction. Now in general, when we move left to right, in p block elements, we see that effective nuclear charge increases and the electrons are filled in the same shell. Hence resultant the size decreases in when we move left to right in case of p block element. Now when we move left to right in the d series, that is 3d, 4d and 5d series, then again effective nuclear charge increases and electron filled in the n-1 d subshell, and there is shielding, but the shielding is less than that of the p block element. So overall a nuclear attraction and the shielding effect neutralize each other, and hence the size remains constant. But in F block elements, when we move from left to right, the size decreases again. The reason is because when we move in the series 4F or 5F, the effective nuclear charge increases, electron fill in the n-2F subshell. Now the shape of n-2F subshell is diffuse, that is there is so much gap in between. So due to their diffuse shape, they do not shield the outer electron from the nuclear attraction, and hence result in the decrease in size, that is lanthanoid contraction. So what is the reason for the lanthanoid contraction? The poor shielding effect of F subshell due to its diffused shape. So this is the reason for the lanthanoid contraction. Now the next is consequences of lanthanoid contraction. The first consequence is similarity in the size of 4D and 5D transition series. Now there are 3 series: first transition series, second transition series and third transition series, that is 3D series, 4D series and 5D series. Now look here, the first member of 3D series is scandium, 4D series is yttrium, 5D series is lanthanum. Now look here, when we move from first transition series to second transition series, there is increase in size. You can see scandium 144, yttrium 180, titanium 144, zirconium 160 and vanadium 122, niobium 146. So there is constant increase in size. This is due to the introduction of new shell as usual. Now when we come from second series to third series, then when we come from yttrium to lanthanum, there is increase in size as usual. But when we come from zirconium to hafnium, the size decreases instead of increasing. Now what is the reason? The reason here that you can see that the atomic number of lanthanum is 57 and the atomic number of hafnium is 71. So there are 14 elements in between, that is the 4f transition series, that is the first transition series. And due to the improper shielding of these transition series, the size is less in hafnium, and hence there is decrease in size instead of increase. And rest of the members, again, they have similar size or decrease in size, right? So again I'm explaining you, in general when we come down the group, size increases due to the addition of new shell. Then this general trend is observed when we come from 3D to 4D. You can see in all the members the size increases. But when we move from 4D to 5D, there is an increase in size for first member yttrium 180 to lanthanum 187. But other members, the size is either decreases, that is from zirconium to hafnium it comes down from 160 to 156 picometer, and or it remain constant like niobium 146, tantalum also 146. Now the reason again because of the poor shielding effect. So this is the consequence that the D block elements have similar size in the 4D and 5D series. Now the second consequence is that the separation of lanthanoid becomes possible due to lanthanoid contraction. Now we observe that in D block the size is nearly similar on moving left to right. That is why the separation of D block elements is difficult, because when size is similar their properties are similar. But when we move from left to right F block element in 4F series, there is a slight difference in the size. Due to this difference in the ionic size, the properties also differ. And due to the difference in properties like solubility, complex ion formation, the lanthanoid can be separated easily by ion exchange method. So due to lanthanoid contraction, the separation of lanthanoid becomes easy. When we move from lanthanum hydroxide to lutetium hydroxide, the basic strength decreases. The reason is lanthanoid contraction. Due to lanthanoid contraction, the size of ion decreases from lanthanum +3 to lutetium +3. And according to Fazan's rule, smaller the size of cation, more will be its covalent character. So when we move from lanthanum to lutetium, the covalent character increases. So the release of OH minus ion becomes difficult. Hence the basic strength of hydroxide decreases. In short, you can say lanthanum +3 to lutetium +3, size of M +3 decreases, covalent character of hydroxide increases, and the basic strength decreases. So you can say that the lanthanum hydroxide is most basic and lutetium hydroxide is least basic. The next property is color and paramagnetism. M+3 complexes of lanthanoids are colored due to the partly filled 4f orbitals, and due to this partly filled 4f orbitals, FF transition is possible, hence they show color. Similarly, most of the complexes of lanthanoids are paramagnetic in nature due to the presence of unpaired electron. Only the complexes with F0 and F14 configuration have diamagnetic character because there is no unpaired electron present. The next property is melting and boiling point. Generally, their melting and boiling point are high, but there is no regular trend. Next is density. They are highly dense metals, but again density do not show any regular trend. The next property is ionization enthalpy. The first ionization enthalpy is 600 kilojoule per mole. To remove second electron, 1200 kilojoule per mole energy is required, which is nearly equal to that of calcium. But for removing third electron, the energy required is comparatively low. Now the reason is because after losing third electron, the metal acquire empty, full-filled or half-filled configuration. For example, La+3 have F0 configuration, that is empty configuration. Gd+3 have F7 configuration, half-filled configuration. Similarly, lutetium+3 have F14 configuration, that is full-filled configuration. That is the reason that their third ionization enthalpy values are comparatively low. Now the next is chemical properties of lanthanoid. Now lanthanoid when reacts with oxygen, it forms Ln2O3 type oxide. With acid, it releases hydrogen gas. With halogen, it gives LnX3 type halide. With water, it gives LnOH thrice, that is lanthanum hydroxide, along with the evolution of hydrogen gas. With carbon at 2773 Kelvin temperature, it produces lanthanum carbide. Similarly, when heated with nitrogen, it forms nitride. Heating with sulfur, it forms sulfide, that is Ln2S3 is the general formula. Now next I am starting actinoids with their general configuration. The general configuration is radon, configuration of radon, that is atomic number 86. After that 5f1 to 14, 6d0 to 1 and 7s2. Now the series start after actinium atomic number 89. Actinium is not involved in the series, but we write it here because the series starts after actinium. Now the first member is thorium. 90 is the atomic number, Th is the symbol. I am not taking the electronic configuration, though it is written here. Now the next is protactinium. The atomic number is 91, symbol is Pa. Next is uranium, symbol is U, and the atomic number is 92. After uranium, the elements are called transuranic elements, and these are named after the name of famous scientist. Now the next is neptunium, and 93 is the atomic number, Np is the symbol. Next is plutonium, 94 atomic number, Pu is the symbol. Next is americium, 95 atomic number, Am is the symbol. Next is curium, 96 atomic number, Cm is the symbol. Next is berkelium, 97 is the atomic number, Bk is the symbol. Californium, 98 atomic number, Cf is the symbol. Einsteinium, 99 is the atomic number, Es is the symbol. Next is fermium, 100, and this Fm is the symbol. Mendelevium, 101, MMD is the symbol. Then nobelium, 102, NO is the symbol. Then lawrencium, 103, ILR is the symbol. Now next is, in actinoid series, the elements involve the filling of 5f orbitals. So the elements in which the 5f orbitals are filled called actinoid series. Series starts after actinium from thorium to lawrencium, that is from atomic number 90 to 103. All metals of this series, that is 5f series, are radioactive in nature, so their lab investigation is very limited. Now first is oxidation states. They generally show +3 oxidation state, but along with this they also show +4, +5, +6 and +7 oxidation state. The reason is because the energy of 5f, 6s, 7s subshells are comparable, so electron can easily go from one subshell to another subshell. Now the next is physical appearance. They are silvery white metals, but they get tarnished when exposed to air. Densities, except thorium and americium, they have high densities. Then they show color due to the FF transition, and they show paramagnetism due to the presence of unpaired electron. F0 and F14 configuration are diamagnetic, and F0, F7 and F14 configuration do not show color. Next is ionization enthalpy. Their ionization enthalpy is quite low. Electropositive character. They are highly electropositive in nature. Then melting boiling points are high but do not show any regular trend. They are all radioactive in nature. Next is actinoid contraction. In the similar way, the decrease in size in the actinoid series of metal and M+3 ion is termed as actinoid contraction. The reason is same as lanthanoid contraction, that is the diffuse shape of 5f orbital. One more thing, that actinoid contraction is greater than that of the lanthanoid contraction because 5f orbitals has more diffused as compared to 4f orbital. Now next is chemical reactivity. Though their chemical reactions are very less because all of them are radioactive, so very less research takes place on them. More reactive than lanthanoid. First of all, they tarnished in air due to the oxide coating. Then they readily react with hot water and non-metals. They react with HCl, but reaction with HNO3 is very slow because of the protective oxide film on them. Now next and very important topic is, what is the difference between the lanthanoid and actinoid? The first difference is that in lanthanoid the last electron enters into 4f subshell, while in actinoid the last electron enters into 5f subshell. The general electronic configuration of lanthanoid is after xenon 4f 1 to 14, 5d0 to 1, 6s2, and general configuration for actinoid is 5f 1 to 14, 6d0 to 1 and 7s2. Now the decrease in atomic size is not regular, but the decrease in size of tri-positive ion is regular in lanthanoids. In actinoids, the gradual decrease is there in atomic as well as the ionic size. Now most lanthanoids occur in nature except promethium. Promethium is man-made, that is synthesized in the laboratory. Now most of the actinoids are prepared in laboratory except uranium and thorium. Next is most lanthanoids are non-radioactive in nature except promethium, and all actinoids are radioactive in nature. Lanthanoid do not form any oxocation while actinoid form oxocations. Next is actinoids have less tendency to form complexes. Lanthanoids have less tendency to form complexes. Actinoids have greater tendency to form complexes. The principal and common oxidation state of lanthanoid is +3, but they also show +2 and +4 oxidation state. The principal and common oxidation state of actinoid is also +3, but they also show +4, +5, +6 and +7 oxidation state. Now compounds of lanthanoids are less basic while the compounds of actinoids are more basic. Hope you like the video. If you find it useful, please hit the like button and also subscribe my channel for the upcoming videos. Thank you.